Hi guys, it is Sherry. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope your day is full of love and laughter and everything that you hope for on this special day. Now, I am here to talk about two Young Living products today that are incredibly relevant to today. One, of course, being rose oil. And we all woke up this morning to find the exciting news that rose oil was on sale today, tomorrow, and the next day. So it's basically a 3-day sale. I will tell you 10% is the most that rose oil ever goes on sale for. Okay, so if you're holding out saying, no, I'm gonna wait until rose oil is 20% off, that's never gonna happen, okay? And as I explain at classes all the time, what drives the price of certain oils, there's always a reason for it. So sometimes it's harvest, sometimes it's rarity, sometimes in the case of frankincense, the frankincense tree has to be between 15 and 20 years old before it can be tapped for the resin that we get frankincense oil from. So all of those factors in certain oils drive price. In the case of rose oil, it takes 22 pounds of rose petals. Now just try to picture yourself holding a handful of rose petals, and I can't even guess how much that weighs, right? Like practically nothing. It's like weighing a feather, okay? So it takes 22 pounds of rose petals to make one 5 ml bottle of rose oil. So that's part of what drives the price. Now, I already did a post in the group with a wonderful link and some explanations about the amazing things that rose oil is used for. It is tremendous skin support. It is considered an aphrodisiac. But for me, the thing that I love most about rose oil is its ability to help us release long-held, deeply held, pent-up emotional things and set them free. And that's why many people, when they have exposure to rose oil for the first or second time, find themselves to get a little teary and a little weepy, because it's that process of just letting it all go and purging all of that long-held stuff inside us. And then the secondary healing things that rose does is just wonderful and amazing. So be sure and take advantage while it is on sale. I know it's pricey, but it's an investment you will never ever be sorry for. One other little tidbit about rose, especially this time of year when it's a little colder, a lot of people go to use it and realize that it's kind of like coconut oil. It's almost like a semi-solid in the bottle, and they can't get a drop out. All you need to do is go like this and warm it up, or hold it in your hand like this for a few minutes, and it instantly goes back to liquid and you're able to get it out of the bottle, okay? Now, if rose oil is not in your budget, you do have something else to choose from that contains rose oil, although it's a very small amount. But this is just a great thing to have on hand anyway. Even if you have rose oil, you want rose ointment. So what is rose ointment used for? This is my one that's almost gone here. Okay, so it's kind of like a balm. And you know, there's a lot of debate about using Vaseline or petroleum-based products. You know, how safe or unsafe is the petroleum in exposure to us? You can find a million articles that say how bad it is. You can find a million articles that say none of the data shows that there's enough of anything harmful in it. At least that's what the FDA says. Here's my FDA eyebrows, okay? My thinking is, no thank you. I don't really want something that's the byproduct of gasoline refining on my lips, in my nose, on my rough elbows, right? No thank you. I would just rather have a plant-based emollient salve in order to fit the bill for those things that I need, okay? So the list of ingredients for Rose ointment is extensive, but every single one of them is plant-based. If you read the list of ingredients, go to your Young Living account, read the list of ingredients. Every one of them is a plant. It does contain a number of essential oils, rose being one of them. So it does have that rose smell to it, much like rose oil. Okay, so it's a runner-up on getting the real deal, but you really want both. Okay, so now what are some of the things you can use rose ointment for? Well, I use rose ointment on my lips, especially this time of year when they get chapped. Those of you that have colds and tend to get that raw red nose, that's a wonderful place for rose ointment. Rough elbows, the cracked heels of your feet, or if you tend to get really dry skin on your knees, all of those things are a wonderful place for rose ointment. But one of the greatest things I ever learned about rose ointment is what a fantastic base it makes for a variety of things that you want to add essential oils to. Now, what do I mean by that? This is just a wooden applicator stick. I get these in bulk on Amazon, right? And what you do is you take your little bit of rose ointment in a smaller container, like this one, which is obviously brand new because I just bought it on Amazon and can't get the cover off, right? And then you can put your rose ointment in here and add your other essential oils to it. And this is what a lot of people, like if you, yes, there's rose in there, but if you wanted to add more lavender or some frankincense to do like your own customized lip balm. One of the things that we often commonly use rose ointment for here in our oil group is putting it in a little container like this, using antiviral supporting essential oils in it, and making what we call, some of us call it legal boogie cream, right? Because you just sort of anoint and coat your nasal mucosa here, the outline of your nose with it in the morning, and those antiviral oils in the rose ointment act as a barrier when you go out and you're going to be around people that want to share their cooties with you. So lots of cool things that you can do, but a cool tool to use as a base for creating some more of your own things. So if you're newer to us and you've never seen that before, hopefully you learned a thing or two, rose ointment, rose oil, and it gave you some ideas. But I highly recommend while it's on sale, because it might not go on sale again until like next February, right? Treat yourself to a bottle of rose oil. And I save this for the most special of occasions, but it's definitely going in my diffuser today. Okay, thanks everybody.